full, and my spirit was full this morning because what we had on that call was families learning together.
Wow.
And so we know my mother didn't graduate high school. She had me, got pregnant with me when she was 15. She had not graduated high school. And I recall many times when she would um, call me when she was studying for her GED at, 29, almost 30, and saying, come in here and read this to me. And what I
Mhm.
discovered is the more interested she became in her work, the more dogmatic she became about me and my work. And what I think happens is this transformation when parents are learning and they see a life that they can actually aspire to, the more aspiring they have for their children. We need that in our communities more than ever. In the 21st century, we live in a knowledge economy. We don't live in a tech economy or a social media economy or a capitalist economy. We live in a knowledge economy. And what that simply means is that people are going to pay you for what you know and what you can do. They're not going to pay you for what's on your resume. What's on your resume might get them to take a look at you or be interested in you, maybe.
Right.
But what they're going to ask you is, what can you do? And what you can do can't be what you could do yesterday because knowledge is evolving. Families have to continue to evolve their knowledge. They have to be really, really critical thinkers about their not only their children's future, but their children will model them. And to the extent that children see their parents learning, I mean, if you look at families who have parents who have gone to college or families who are doing things or families who are entrepreneurs, the kids are looking at that and they're modeling that. They're getting something from that. And we have to know that they look at everything we do. And when we do that, when we participate in learning with them, when we constantly are trying to keep things in the proper context, when we constantly are encouraging them, when we're teaching them how to be spouses, how to live in a relationship. Boy, that's a powerful message that we send to them. So that is what LEAD is going to be and is all about. And we have pivoted to a number of programming additions to supplement, help that. And we've also been very deliberate about delineating the program. So it's less about whether you're at Penn or Northwestern or Duke or Spelman or Morehouse, and more about let's make sure you're at a place where your passion and your learning is taking place. So we're not going to be just in the Ivy League schools like we've been for almost 40 years, or even the Black Ivies for that matter. But
Right.
we're going to be in places that we think offer an opportunity for our young people to be nurtured when they're in a K-12 environment. We're also going to be going back to starting next year as early as the seventh grade,
Wow.
where we have a program called Inspired by Lead, which will be seventh and eighth grade, and that will be a 1 week program, and then eighth and ninth and tenth, which will be the second phase of that learning, and then you'll move into the aspiring junior going into their senior year, which is our core, what we call now our GSLI, used to be called SBI.
Hmm.
And that program will then evolve to GILI, which is what you do when you're in college.
Wow.
And then we have a program, EDLI, which essentially is for executive learning development, and that includes learning for parents.
Wow.
Last year, during our sessions, even though we were all virtual, we had a session specifically for parents, and we invited parents to come. We had over 100 families participate.
Wow.
And what we talked about is emotional intelligence and mindfulness and how that impacts the way we parent and the way we make decisions.
Wow.
Uh, those are the kinds of things that we have to continue to create. And Black and brown kids and families need not to be intimidated by what they don't know, because none of us know as much as we can know.